It's Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq, coming to you live from SmartCon in New York City. Joining us for this segment, we have Lamine Brahimi. He's co-founder and managing partner at Taurus. We're here to discuss the intersection of technology, finance, and regulation to help meet institutional needs in the digital asset space. Lamine, it's great to have you with us. What inspired you to co-found Taurus, and how is that helping to build a regulated digital asset marketplace?
Sure. Thank you for having me. It was back in 2016. I was CEO in a large financial institution, and we had, back in the days, increasing client demand related to Bitcoin. So I'm engineer by training. Some of my fellow co-founders are also engineers. We looked at the tech, we looked at the product, and in the end, we thought that ultimately this business would be served by regulated institutions. At the time, the hype was, blockchain will shortcut, financial industry. And we had a bit of luck, and it worked out.
Yeah, I think it was forward thinking because you can't, be an institution and operate outside of those guardrails. So, positioning yourself at the intersection of tech, finance, regulation,
Yeah.
how has that combination helped you to meet institutional needs?
Yeah. So I have to say, we have been very lucky in the founding team. We are four co-founders. We are still all at the helm of the company, and we had those three competencies. One of my fellow co-founder has a hedge fund asset management background, myself in banking. Another one spent 6 years at FINMA, which is the Swiss, SEC. And another one, some of the algorithms that run on your mobile phones have been designed by him. So initially, as I said, our thought was that this business would be regulated, and we have the, privilege to know how banks work. We also know how regulation works because we got ourselves regulated. And our fourth co-founder, who knows cryptography and security, built a tech team that is outstanding.
So you recently announced strategic expansions in Brazil, also in New York City. What do you think that says about institutional demand for digital asset?
100%. So if you look at the world map of where, financial centers are in terms of regulation, 2, 3 years ago, you had possibly, Switzerland and a handful of them. So the fact now that the US clarified their stance with the Genius Act, Clarity Act, the same is happening in Brazil. We're expecting anytime soon the regulation for banks to enter crypto asset. Just shows that it's not just a regional trend. Now it has become global.
Yeah, let's talk about working with Chainlink here.
Yeah.
So back to the point of a regulated institution, you need trusted data, right?
Yeah.
You need interoperability to tokenize assets.
Yeah.
How has that collaboration also supported your clients?
Yeah, of course. So this is also public. So we worked with significant number of clients together with Chainlink in Europe, in the Middle East, and now soon in the US. We've had, for example, a client in Turkey, which is a pretty huge crypto market that is now opening up to tokenization. We've worked together hand in hand with Chainlink, for example, in the area of proof of reserves. There has been also another initiative where they would be able to publish on-chain some of their funds data, and this is just one of many other collaboration we are working on, especially when it comes to CCIP, moving asset from one chain to the other, permission to public. So Chainlink is extremely important in our go-to market and how the solutions work with our clients.
Yeah. So when you look ahead, what's the next major breakthrough, and how is Taurus preparing?
I think for us, it's not I would say a major breakthrough, but it's something we've been waiting for a long time. So we want the securities leg and the cash leg on chain. So having, both the tokenized securities and the cash on chain so that you can do delivery versus payment, you pay coupon, dividends on chain. This is badly needed for this industry to scale. And we've been preparing for it. We've been, we're supporting multiple stablecoin issuers on that space. And there's something also that we launched, which is called Taurus Network, which is bringing all our clients together. And the idea is to build the largest interbank settlement system in the industry. And with all that together, I think it can be a major problem solved for our clients.
Seems like this is the moment right now. I mean, that's the theme that we're getting with our, guests here.
100%. We were all waiting for the US, which is the largest financial center in the world, to clarify their stance. It was pretty painful, I have to say, over the last couple of years. But now that it's done, US banks are entering the space. We have the privilege to work with State Street, among others. Others are coming. And that has a, I would say, positive effect, which is bringing their European counterparts further accelerate their roadmap.
All right, we appreciate the insight.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
very
joining us on
much.
Trade
Have a
Talks.
good day.
And
Take care.
thanks for joining us from SmartCon. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Market Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you.